What's going on, everyone? Goddrifter here, and welcome back to another live stream. This is live stream number 41, and like always, it's gonna be another car show. Um, Now I do have some things to talk about, and well, have are good news, but they have a kind of like a bad news for us racing games that own a PS4, PS5, because well, actually, before I even talk about that, let's get this car show going. Um, okay, the okay, everything should be in order. Um, all right. Um, okay. Trying to find a vehicle to listen. All right. I know you from somewhere. Never mind, mini server. Okay. Um. Well, actually, the car show has not. Car show's not up yet, but the only time it'll be up is like if literally two more people show up, so that way um it's not like either it's like, oh yeah, let's switch, okay, let's switch, and then it's kind of like that, more or less. Okay, now our second person. Um, all we need is one more, and we should be okay. And that's three. All right. Okay, that's uncalled for. All right. Okay then. Let's go on with the first category. And dude, usually people literally just park where I'm facing. Now it's this is not a car I mean, it's a car show. The only difference is the fact that when it comes to the car meet, everybody's parked where everyone's parking. On the other hand, on the other hand, um, the car show everyone parks the same way except for the judge. And if I sound different, it's because I'm a nose code. That's part of the reason. Okay. All right. Okay. So we got a Miata. We got a BMW. was waiting for the Mustang to get here. And he's coming in, well, not fast, but he's coming in quick. Huh. Okay. It's like, I made it. It's like, well, you literally just got here. Alright, hold on. Okay. Oh my goodness. Actually, that's the only reason why I don't like it. Knowing if I post that and then someone joins, because I'm like, hold on, if they gonna join, they have to at least be sure to actually figure out what the category is. Hmm. And alright, just park generally somewhere. Anyways, um, I don't have under subs. Thank you. Um, okay, so that's almost everybody. It's just waiting for a couple more people. Used much before I started my channel and changed my name. Okay. Alright. So okay, that's kind of clever. And huh. Alright. And oh god. Okay, I was about to say like, oh like oh no, don't tell me that blue cannot see him. Alright. So we're waiting for one more person, and then we can get started. I spoke too. I definitely spoke too soon. What the? Okay, that was really unnecessary. What in the world? Oh god. And alright. Yeah, is always the answer. Well then, this is. Oh, because that guy's in a touring variant of the Miata. And Blue, can you please park somewhere? Hey, what the dude? Please park like everybody. Oh my god! I swear it's because most people are like, what in the world's going on? Yeah. Okay, is that everybody else? Oh, it's not. It's full. All right. Okay. Now, now I better go to car shows. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it'd be like that for the most part. And also, 177, you please park where everybody else is parking. Ay, ay. Okay. Very soon. So, yeah, you better just park somewhere. What was he doing? Oh my god, just. Oh my god. 177. Park! Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. Okay, let me just start now. If he doesn't get picked, then it's not my fault. This is just saying. Alright, so right off the bat, we got an ITT with the HPA logo and was is yellow with black accents along with a black filling on the colors, on the parts. Up next we have Lauren with a IDR8. Um, I did like he had the carbon along with the I think that's carbon. And before anything else, we have um, XDI Groom in a regular 177. Moving on. This is wait. Oh, never mind. It's not carbon. It's black. My bad. I cannot tell between carbon and a black for some reason. Um, yeah, it's orange with black stripes along with the black film on the intakes. But yeah, I need to go before my eyes start to hurt. Um, I've next got Jake's 15 and the Dodge Charger. Um, what's that called? In the Dodge Charger. Um, black with black with a fading red. Hmm, interesting. Up next we got Ring Your Neck. I know that he's in the general lead because the 0-1 gave it all away. And okay, you you try to be clever, then you're doing it wrong. It would have said maybe like more letters. I'm like, oh wait, oh this 420 on the license plate. Anyways, we have Roberto Monster 13 in the um basically what's that called? We have a Mazda Miata with full on. He went full on Red Bull race car in this mess. And also this is what happens when it's like when Matt Mike decided to go blacked out with white on his Miata, unless it'll be rotary swapped. Anyways, we have Runner Scissors with a really interesting take on the 427 Cobra. If it was um if it wasn't restored, I usually just find it in a junkyard for some reason. Uh, Next we got GR Spring. Let's see, GR, that's GR Spring. GR Spearing in the BW livery designed BMW Z4 GT3. I've not driven one of these in a while, so um, there's that. Up next we have Pluto Polite in a clean Mazda RX-7 RMMia with um with the carbon fiber hood and most likely the works. Up next we got QMC in a blacked out Ford Mustang. Uh, it's actually pretty clean, not gonna lie. Even though it's stock. I'm sorry, but it's stock. Even though I'm trying to make it sound cool. Anyways, up next we got Locomotion in a Monster Energy Volkswagen Golf. Uh, Up next you got Ideas 23 and a Bumblebee Special, basically a Chevrolet Camaro. Um, if it wasn't next not Fast and Furious, next Transformers movie, my mistake. Up next, got Royal Guard and a bumperless Lamborghini Huracan. Um, has twin turbos and yeah, that's about it. And last but not least, you got Neil Neil Lokeson in a Japanese-inspired Lexus RCF. I guess that's everybody. Don't worry, I didn't forget the 177 either. Um, anyways, here's how this works. Here's how this works is literally I pick third, second, first. Whoever gets first, pick the next category, and um, also be sure to not hit everybody once the judging is done. So, anyways, third place, I gotta give that to that R8. Like no joke, the R8 was gonna be like second place, but I think the R8 has been beaten by two people. So, um, there's that. Um, second place, I gotta give that to Audi and to a Civic. It's kind of weird that I'm putting the Audi more, I like the Audi TT more than the R8. Excuse me. So that's that's second. First place. Oh, it's gonna be a hard one, but even though it's about is it's gonna be a lot different than everybody else, but for me, GR Spearing wins it. Even though I like that RX-7, um, but yeah, GR Spearing actually wins it all. Oh my goodness! All right. Can't anyone to my right? Oh, no. Categories, my engine cars. All right. Um. So in terms of how these categories go, um, it can be anything as long as it's not as long as it's not complicated. Because if, like for example, this is an example. I don't have any Group 2 cars. If someone says Group 2 and I don't have it, and um, I have to sit out. So literally, um, it depends on what type of vehicles um, that someone actually um, determines theirs on. So yeah, in terms of cars I'm gonna pick, that's gonna be a good question because I don't know what car to pick actually. Um, what I do know is that I am going to pick out. Wait, nope, wrong car. Um, train, mid-engine. There we go. All right. Oh snap. Okay. GTR and RX-70. You guys have not you not do not have what's that called? You guys don't have big engine cars. Hmm. Okay, not gonna lie, it's actually kind of funny. I mean, I am literally against two of the most expensive cars in the entire world, and then there's me with the 650 that a YouTuber can actually afford for some reason. Some reason. Ay, ay, okay. Okay. Got MR2. And I think that's an Aventador? Oh, no, never mind. It's a Huracan. I don't know. How in the world did I get a Huracan and Aventador mixed up? They had two different taillights. Not to mention, I saw one in the last car show. As in, not the last car show, in the last round. Did you have guys on your screen? In the world? Hmm. And also, to answer your question, what does cat mean? Cat is short for category. Ray's got a Huracan and the Aventador mixed up as well. Hmm. I'm like, wait a minute, how in the world I mistaken a Huracan for an Aventador? That's two different taillights. Ay, ay. But, yeah, when it comes to things like that, it's kind of like, it's a, it's kind of like a happy accident in one way. Except for the fact that a lot of people judge you because they're like, oh my god, you don't know your cars. Oh my god, you're not a car. It's like, my guy. I yeah, have not. Okay, I haven't been to any car shows lately. It's because of COVID. That's basically the only reason. So, um, yeah, how about it? So we have plenty of supercars over here. And also to answer your question, that is actually short for category. I see him on the stream though. Oh, okay, MCL fan and Logo Motion gets third. Okay, one of them is one's in a Ferrari, the one's in a Pagani. Hmm. You can only choose. It's like if you want, you can choose three, but if you can't decide, you might as well just put both names on and then just go with second. Okay. So me and Roberto Roberto Monster got second. And we're both in McLarens. Oh my goodness. And Jake's got first. Oh jeez. And god dang it. Alright. I hate when that happens. And that is our first judge to actually leave. And keep in mind, this kind of happens all the time. Like, like the moment someone got first place, all of a sudden first place leaves, and he's like, "Yep." So in a second goes, I judged literally last round, so I will give it to Roberto, even though I was thinking Roberto was gonna be oh, okay, yeah. Uh, yeah, it was bound to happen at this point. Why is everyone like joining and leaving? Like, bruh. This is okay. Country Japan was with 129 cars. God dang. Um, okay. What's more Japanese than a Nissan GTR with PlayStation logos on it? Oh my god. Game crashed. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot reminding people. If you guys did not realize what the update was, well, essentially, it actually gives the ability to actually have us crash our own game for some reason. Oh my god. You joined back quick? Yeah. No, so yeah, he did join back quick. What the heck? Unless he has his, unless he bought his digitally, then that probably would make sense. Yep. Yep. Wait, he's playing on PS5? I didn't know that. This is. Wait, that's really quick. Unless he has a PS5, that probably would make sense. Uh, Alright. Miracle Moses City on Middle Club 2. I actually, of all the characters I liked Moses and Gine, weirdly, for some reason. I think it's Moses is like the tutorial character, and the reason I like Gine is because she's the only character that goes with you throughout the entire game. I'm like, wait a minute, how would they manage to do that? It's like, oh my goodness, it's like Roy, except if Roy was a girl. A Japanese girl, believe it or not. Oh my god. Okay, so we have Nissan, Mazda, Mazda and Nissan, we got Honda, Toyota, Nissan, we got another Mazda, uh, wait, never mind, there are more GTRs, Jesus Christ, okay. Um, huh, actually I'm kind of surprised there isn't a, Fast and Furious replica, because usually you find those, you should find those in a JDM category of a car show. And that is a Subaru. Okay. So the one that we're missing is legit Mitsubishi, and I think that's about it. My goodness. No, I wish that in terms of like if actually not thought about it. Um Well, it already passed 30 minutes, so it's time for me to talk about today's racing cliche. Today's racing cliche is literally. I'm not kidding. Put a terrible in this sauce on here. Well, this game is not Forza, so uh, there's that. But then again, what most people didn't realize is that um, is that literally Polyphony and Turn 10 literally are at their necks right now because, well, unfortunately for us, we had to yeah, this is gonna be talking about the latest thing that usually happens in racing games, or sometimes happens in racing games, and that is racing games getting delayed. Now, for those who do not know, what happens if a game gets delayed? Well, it's kind of a 50-50 chance of something to happen. So, um, like for example, Gran Turismo 7 was yeah, like what I said, we are not getting GT7 until 2022. It's also it's kind of the same thing with what's that called? It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, with and also we're not getting another Need for Speed game until next year. So this is literally a bad time for um racing games. And in fact, the only game if they was Gran Turismo, it kind of makes sense. But Need for Speed being delayed? That's kind of rare these days. But the reason is they actually have a reason why. It's because you guys haven't followed any Need for Speed videos. The reason is because, well, EA wanted Criterion to work on the latest Battlefield game, and pretty sure to go. I don't know if they're gonna have a new type of physics engine for the vehicles, but I hope that they actually fine tune it for the next Need for Speed, which I'm wondering what it could be. So yeah, but now um when it comes to games being delayed, racing games actually had the worst because you never know. We might not get a next Need for Speed, nor a next Gran Turismo. And the thing is, if Forza, not Forza, if Forza, what's that called? If Forza actually um gets their game delayed, then it's not gonna be a happy time for all of us because literally we waited how many years now to get new racing games? Like every so often. Yeah, it's usually kind of like that. Um, but the only time that we ever get the next Gran Turismo or Need for Speed game will probably be next year. And why next year? Because, well, it's because of two things. One, it's probably gonna be the last time we ever get a race game um for the last gen consoles via PS4, Xbox One, and well, the Switch is relatively new, so there's that. Uh, well, it's new gen consoles being the PS5 and Xbox Series X. We're probably gonna get more games than we can count. And also, my brother did recommend me to get a memory pack, so that way I have space for my PS4 because I'm getting sick and tired of leaving my own games. Um, well, yeah. Well, yeah, the only racing game I know that got delayed, and in fact, it delayed 4 times in a row, was, I'm not kidding when I say this, Gran Turismo Sport. In fact, it's been delayed for literally since 2014 or 2013. But unfortunately, the reason it was reason it didn't come out in 2013 is because of Evolution's Drive Club, or Evolution Studios' Drive Club. Um, but it actually finally came out in 2017, and even though it was good, yes, it was. There were so many problems. Okay, first off, the game didn't have any career mode or anything to do with single player. The entire game is all multiplayer, and you barely get anything done with the current results of the game. So yeah, a lot of people wait for like a update for the game. So yeah, there's that. Um, and yeah, I guess that's today's racing cliche, which it was pretty short, yeah, but um, I'm gonna talk about another one when it hits an hour. That way, so that way today's racing cliche wouldn't be lackluster. Oh, excuse me. Hmm. Huh. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let me just replace the delayed part and talking about the differences of like ay, what was the things I have not done yet? Oh, actually, I haven't done this category yet. Category. I haven't done this versus cliche yet, and that is the difference between street drag racing and legit drag racing. Now, for those that do not know, what the actual heck is drag racing? Well, essentially is a custom to us Americans that actually wants to see who has the who has the faster car and how much power does the car make. Because for us, we like going the straight line and in circles because that's totally what American motorsport does. My God, what the heck is wrong with these people? Well, it's kind of true. For those who don't know, what's the difference between regular drag racing and drag racing? Street drag racing, you're drag racing in the street. It's essentially street racing in one way or another. But yeah, when it comes to things like that, it can anything can go wrong in a drag race. Trust me, I played Pro Street. There's no way to actually control your car if your car is going out of control around 250 miles an hour. Um, but needless to say, that is actually not a let me wait for the car to pass by. Anyways, this is um essentially um like literally it's like okay, we're going from one point to another, and it usually kind of happen like that. And most likely, yeah, some YouTubers actually, I say for some YouTubers that's actually their content for their racing games. They do a sort of street drag racing. if you're talking about legit drag racing, is essentially the same thing. Only um, the only difference is that what's it called? The only difference being that it's kind of like having a I keep on forgetting some things. Um, it's like you can get the fastest time while I mean yeah, you can get the fastest time without shifting too much. So like when it comes to like an so most likely um there aren't many lanes that you can go with. You can go with like an eighth mile, quarter mile, half mile, or you can go a full on mile when it comes to cars like those. Um, Another mention, there are some really good examples of drag racing cars. For um, in Easy Pro Street, I use it sounds like a very odd vehicle to use, but I used a well, what's that called? Um, it sounds weird, but I used a Pontiac Solstice as my drag car, and let me tell you, that mess is a literal drag machine. Like it's literally uh, my goodness. It's also kind of like this. It's actually um, there's a thing called the warm up section where people can either literally do burnouts or they try to get their or they try to keep their engine at a high idle, and then most likely when the tree hits green, then it depends on your reaction time, your your perfect shifting, and most likely to make sure that you're in front of the person. But there are many ways that it can actually go wrong. For example, um, if you end, if you end up launching too early, then that will count as a false start because the light has not hit green yet, and it turns out that your action time is not on the nose because you actually launched too early or you launched too late, and you end up what's called calling sleeping on the light. But at the same time, it can actually benefit on how you can actually do things with others. And not to mention, racing games actually kind of follows that as well. And not to mention, the most realistic way of drag racing is Need for Speed Pro Street, with two people on the same exact track. Um, Literally anything goes. When it comes to the vehicles themselves, unfortunately, there are many ways to actually mess up a drag race. For example, um, if you end up if you end up not shifting your car, then boom, there goes your engine, which causes the engine blown. If you have a, if your reaction is too fast, that will count as a false start. Um, no, that's not. It's not. Well, it's not the fact that it was too fast. If you launch too early, then you get a disqualification. Um, what else? What the heck? A doggone shame. Anyways, this is um. Anyways, if you lose control of the car and you flip, that means your car is totaled. So literally anything can go wrong in a drag race. But there are some things that you can basically do something wrong with drag racing. For example, let's take Need for Speed Heat for example. It's street drag racing, but they did it all wrong. There's no warm up. There's no tree. It's literally a person standing in the middle of the street with traffic. Keep in mind, and yeah, it's like okay, whoever designed the drag racing needs to be fired. Like what in the world? And not to mention, who in the right mind thought it was a good idea to actually have perfect shifts as a way to fill up NOS? And in fact, the only game that I know, this is a mobile game that actually had done this perfectly, but let's talk about the CSR series. For those who do not know what CSR is, CSR and CSR, CSR Classic, and CSR 2 are drag racing games that uses high-end cars. The games themselves are pretty cool, and not to mention, is it like collecting cars and stuff? That's probably the game. That's where the games to get. But but very importantly, uh, they can actually be very educational on how to actually um keep your cars. But yeah. Um, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Give me a moment, guys. I'm going to be